Hi folks, Kenny from ScotPhil here. Have you missed me? Thanks for tuning into my channel once again. And here's what's coming in today's video. I've another walkabout in Edinburgh, with better weather this time. An update on the latest travel restrictions, and a couple of other points of interest, so stick around until the end. And let's jump in! Starting off with the summer solstice, the longest day of the year, which took place on Monday. It was almost 18 hours from sunrise to sunset, and nearer 22 hours of total daylight. Compared with the Philippines, they get around 13 hours of daylight every day. It doesn't change much, and I didn't expect to see another solstice here in 2021. Another point about that is it was a day after the winter solstice, the shortest day, that the First Minister of Scotland put the hardest restrictions into place, level 4. Now we've had a couple of easings of the restrictions, but a day after the summer solstice, she's telling us that the main one we've been looking for, level 0, due to take place next Monday, is being delayed until July the 19th, another 4 weeks, because of a rise in positive cases due to the Indian variant. We now have close to 60% of all adults in Scotland fully vaccinated with 2 jabs, and she wants a push for as many more as is possible before opening up any further. Here in Dundee and in the central belt of Scotland, we are staying in level 2 for now, as that's where the biggest increases seem to be, but thankfully it's not causing any noticeable spikes in hospitalisation or deaths so far. Talking of the Philippines, there's no real change to report since last time. The SRRV, long-term visa, is still available to over 50s to apply for, but has to be done in the Philippines, and the border restrictions have not been opened up any more than before. Although I'm keeping a close eye on that. And there is definitely a lot of movement with certain officials to push for relaxing these restrictions for people that have been fully vaccinated in other countries. That goes for tourists and their own OFWs, that's overseas Filipino workers. Recent word on that is the government there is making money available to pay for some of the costs involved with hotel isolating for the OFWs. Simply put, many of them have lost their jobs, and the extra cost of hotel isolation and testing means they can't afford to get home from other countries. So let's see what transpires over the next few weeks. Okay, here's the main part of this week's video. I was back in Edinburgh during the week and had a bit of a walkabout, this time in the sunshine. I went by bus again, same journey from my mum's house to the station as last time, so we'll skip that and get right to it. Well, that was the chariot for today, City Link double decker. Couldn't get up the front again because other people there before me. But anyway, here we are in Edinburgh, 1.5 hours later from leaving Dundee. A quick drop and stop at Kinross, and then another one at Dunfermline, then straight down here. Next stop, the infamous Rose Street. Okay, on South St David Street, looking south, Princess Street is at the bottom there with the gardens behind there, and all the way up the hill to Edinburgh Old Town. This is the Scott Monument, erected to Walter Scott. We're in Edinburgh New Town at the moment. If I swing round here, that's the start of Rose Street, and there's the Abbotsford, which is where I'm meeting one of my buddies. Okay, well, because of technical difficulties, maybe they won't be meeting them in here today. We'll have to find another one. Okay, a bit further along Rose Street, in fact, almost we hit the other end. Second choice, the Amber Rose. Okay, here we are inside. Here's my pal. Take off a pint each. Cheers. Well, just come out the Amber Rose, and as you can see, Rose Street goes all the way along there, runs parallel with Princess Street, We're in Castle Street now. Why is this called Castle Street? Well, there's why it's called Castle Street, because there's a big castle at the end of it. Okay, looking from the other direction from the castle, looking back down, that's Frederick Street in front of us, with the Royal Scots Greys monument mounted just on Princess Street there. And not that you can see it, but Castle Street, where I was just a minute ago, is further back along, that way, behind the trees. We're at the entrance of the castle here. And from the front entrance of the castle, if we swing all the way round, then looking down the Royal Mile, heading on down, and there is Scotch Whisky Experience. This part is called Castle Hill, and the rest of the Royal Mile continues on way down that way. There's one side of the Scottish Parliament, which is almost at the bottom of the Royal Mile. And here we are at the front of the Scottish Parliament. And as it says on the sign, sorry, we're closed. Lee, they're closed. What are we going to do? Anyway, round the other side, the Queen's Gallery, and of course Holyrood Palace down the bottom. The hike back up the hill included this pub amongst others. Pause the video here, the picture is self-explanatory. After a few other pubs, our last port of call was once again in Rose Street, at Dirty Decks, and that's all I'm saying about that. End of the trip, and time to head home. There you have it then. Just a short update this week, and a wee trip to the centre of our capital. A trip to Glasgow is in the making, sometime over the next couple of weeks, so look out for that. And don't forget, please click the like button. It helps get the video out to other people who might be interested. And if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe, and you'll be notified when I post any other videos, including any of my YouTube shorts. Till we meet again, stay safe, stay well, see you soon, hopefully.